Yeah, money late is for the favourite Lovasova. $2 opened up. They gradually squeezed it out to 2.30. There was a bit of money for benefit at one stage, 6 down to 5.50, but now he's gone back to 6, and Lovasova has crunched back into $2. So it will be our market mover for race 7, the second last here, the fave, number 3 Lovasova for Darren Weir. He hasn't won a race yet today, which is quite unusual. But, punters think that the norm will return in this race, and Weary won't be leaving empty-handed today. They've backed this from $2.30 down to $2. It's clearly the favourite and the market mover. It's got an awkward gate, but Dean Yendall, really good jockey, and I'd imagine he just let some of these push forward and try and get into positions. He'll find a spot. Don't think the pattern's as pronounced when you're talking about 2,000 metre races for these sort of whack-away horses. It can be a huge factor in some of the shorter races, as we've already seen today, but probably not quite so important in middle distance and staying races. By the same token, second little go for benefit. So he's been 6 into 550, back out to 6, then into 550. On his best form, he certainly would be a major threat to Lovasova. And there wasn't much between them when they met 2 starts ago. Benefit has had a start since. And the other one I'm giving a good chance, it is a bit of an if, but if he does run up to last Friday's run, Baby Jeune is definitely in the mix. He's just been a minor drifter. 8 out to 9, and now they've taken the 9 back into 8.50, so the punters are on the ball with the 3 they've backed. But the market mover and favourite is clearly number 3, ahead of benefit. All the others have been on the drift, and a little bit of late support. Not much for Baby Jeune. 2 legs of the quaddie down. First went to the favourite, second went to number 15, who was 9 into 8 late on track, but held up at $13 on Super Tab, so immediately put some value into this quaddie. 4 and 15, the numbers you need to be alive. All right, the start for this race is not far from the Manning Yard. They've gone down, just had a little bit of counter past it. Now they're all on their way back, and they'll be assembling behind the gates, which they are right now, and they'll be called in pretty shortly. 9 out to 11 now for Cozy Polly, who stayed there at 9 for a long time, but now has gone out. Big drifter here has been Lovers Rules. Opened up the second favourite at $4.60. It's now out to $11. So it's been a huge drifter. No doubt about the favourite and market mover. It's Darren Weir's number 3, Lovasova. Second pick on track is the Toppy Benefit, number 1. Good luck if you're still there in this quaddie, because the second leg has certainly injected some value for you. And now they're starting to move in, so let's head up to Adam.
So they begin to load here. Race 7. Cozy Polly is locked away with the roughie of the field, Falakino. There's a $64 chance, drawn a centre gate. Diarchi came up into the stalls, and Lovers Rules, drawing barrier 2, has been locked away. It's a much deserved win for him last start at Eden Hope. Now, Tiger Time has gone in. Baby Jeune on the quick backup after running a good race at Geelong on Friday, finishing second. Wairoo River, Count the Loot, also in the stalls. Via Savoya is ready. Cherry about to come along. 5 Amigos. And that will leave it for Benefit, who's drawn a centre gate. And Lovasova outside stall here for Yendall, the race favourite. It's a tricky little gate for him, though. You just wonder where he'll end up in the run. Yendall yet to ride a winner here today, but a lot of people think that this might be the one. Lights turned on, set to go. 2,000 metres here, race 7. They're off. Good start. Wairoo River ridden to be forward early. Bouncing out nicely was Lovers Rules down near the inside. Benefit's not going to be far away today. Diarchi, Count the Loot. Lovasova, Yendall pressing forward here on the favourite. Cherry just off the speed. Tiger Time, 5 Amigos were next, and then Via Savoya, Cozy Polly. Falakino dropped out a length away last. Wairoo River had the front. Lovasova Had to go up into second spot outside of the leader to get in, and he's now a co-leader travelling towards the back. 2 lengths to Benefit third, and fourth is Diarchie, a length to Lovers Rules, who's fifth on the inside. Followed then by Jeune Baby Jeune, Cherry Cherry, Tiger Time and Cozy Polly. Just over a length further away came Count the Loot. And then Felakino via Savoya. Last is 5 Amigos. And the favourites now in the lead. 1100 to go. Lovasova along the back took it up in front of Wairau River. Benefit moved up on the outside. Diarchie a length away in fourth, but looks to be a touch deep there on the outside of Jeune Baby Jeune and Lovers Rules. Cherry Cherry, Cozy Polly were next ahead of Tiger Time, and then Count the Loot, followed Felakino via Savoya, and a length and a half away last is 5 Amigos, past the 800, and Lovasova led off the back, 3/4 of a length over Benefit. Wairau River third from Diarchie, and then Jeune Baby Jeune just being niggled at. Cherry Cherry the outside, needing some room is Lovers Rules, but is going all right, but wedged away. Then Cozy Polly, followed Count the Loot, Tiger Time via Savoy. They dropped off Felakino and 5 Amigos. They turned for home. Lovasova in front. Looks to have Benefit beaten at the moment. 2 lengths away, hard ridden. And then Wairau River. Follows Jeune Baby Jeune, Diarchie, Count the Loot. Lovers Rules angling out, but Lovasova skip clear. 250 to go. 2 or 3 in front of Benefit. Jeune Baby Jeune, Cozy Polly, then Lovers Rules. Lovasova well out in front though with 100 to go. Yendall is going to get this one home by the looks of it. Jeune Baby Jeune battling on well with Cozy Polly out wide, but Lovasova too good. Lovasova 2 lengths. Jeune Baby Jeune's run another good race today in second. Third either Tiger Time or Cozy Polly. And they were followed by Count the Loot with Benefit, Lovers Rules, via Savoya, Diarchie, Wairau River, Felakino, 5 Amigos, last in Cherry Cherry.
What would we think a day would go by without a win to Darren Weir and a win in this district to Dean Yendall? They combined, they get another favourite home here today and another market mover. 230 best bet, got down to as low as 2, but just came back out to 210 late. They had a little late go at Benefit, who you'd have to say was disappointing today. Beautifully ridden in a perfect spot coming to the home turn, but Lovasova dropped it pretty quickly. Right grade today, but maybe didn't quite run the 2,000 out strongly. Lovasova, Yendall summed it up pretty well early. He sort of worked over. He was outside a rough. He thought, well, no point being here. I'll go to the front. I'm on a fit horse, ready to win. And if I control this from the front here at Ararat, they're going to find it hard to catch me. Jeune Baby Jeune ran right up to what he did last Friday. That's twice in a row. He's just found one way too good for him in the day, but he's racing really well. Well, he's just come back to form. He spent a year up north last year. He's back in form now. They'll find a suitable weaker race for him soon. And Tiger Time at a bit of a price, runs third. So it's 3, 11, 10 and 8. 3, 11, 10 and 8. 3, 11, 10 and 8. That's up. That's official. And Benefit battling away into fourth or fifth. 26.05. 26.05 was the time for the race. We'll have the interims rolling through for you shortly. But Darren Weir and Dean Yendall on the board today with the well-tried favourite in race 7. What did we get? 240, 150, and they held up all right. So 230, 410. The trifecta was 156.80. Quinella was $10 even. Exacta 12.50. First four 735. Running double 15 into 3. $33.20. 2 1/4 lengths by a long neck, the margin. And favourite, too good. Third run in from a spell. Perfectly handled today by Dean Yendall with those dice and the silks. And well, you rode him like he was the best horse and he won.
Yeah, true, Shane. Look, it can be a tricky horse to ride. If you give him a squeeze, he'll have a rest and start throwing his head around. So I just let him roll there. I was never going to be able to find a spot early without being wide. So I just kept rolling, happy to take the lead up and just do his own little thing out in front. And it was sort of backed it off as much as I could, sort of getting to the half mile. But the type of horse that just got to keep it neat free running. So I put the pressure on him quite early as well. It was a good effort.
Bottom line, another win to Weir and Yendall. Well done.
That's it. Thanks, guys.
There they are, Darren Weir and Dean Yendall. Power combination anywhere and certainly around this district. All right, one to go here at Ararat. We'll be back on track when they're in the matting yard for the last. It was 2 1/4 by a long neck, 26.05, market mover and favourite home in the second last.